Today I'm going to tell you why I use 4 different hard drives for my everyday work as a producer and recording engineer here in the studio. My name is Josh Giunta, and I'm a producer, recording, mixing, and mastering engineer here in New York City. And I'm also a professor over at BerkleeNYC. So let's get right into it. All right, so I just said I use 4 different hard drives, so let me tell you what those different drives are. The computer's internal system drive, a work drive, a sound libraries drive, and backup drives. Using multiple drives can spread the workload of all the jobs that our computer needs to do at once and then optimize our computer's performance. If all of my important files are on one drive and that drive fails, then I've lost everything. But if important files are spread out and backed up over multiple drives, then I have less of a chance of losing important time and work. So now let's unpack what every one of those drives is supposed to do. The first and most obvious drive you're going to use is your computer's system drive, which is the one that's shipped inside your laptop or your desktop. So the only thing I install on a system drive is software. So this music software is going to include the DAW, which is Pro Tools, Ableton, Logic, or other DAWs. Any third-party plugins that you might use, such as FabFilter, SoundToys, Isotope, Waves, etc. And any software instruments, such as Serum or Omnisphere. But only install the software on the system drive, not the sound libraries that might have come with those instruments. So for example, if you have Omnisphere, the actual software is very small. Maybe it's a gig. The software gets installed on your system drive, but the sound library, which might be 450 gigs, gets installed on a separate sounds drive, which I'll get to in a second. So I never put sessions or samples or libraries on my computer's hard drive, only software. Next up is my work hard drive. This is the drive where all my sessions live. So my production, my mixing, my tracking, my mastering sessions get recorded onto this drive. The work drive is my workhorse hard drive during sessions. These are the drives that I record to during tracking sessions or that I produce to during production sessions. These drives need to be pretty fast, so I always use a solid state drive. The only thing on my work drives is sessions. If you like the information here and how I'm presenting it, please like and subscribe. The next hard drive I use is a backup hard drive, which is basically just a mirror image of my work drives. I have a really good habit in the studio where every time I finish a recording session, the first thing I do is back up from the working drive to a backup drive. Before I leave the studio for the day, the session already exists on 2 different hard drives. It's also a good idea to back up important sessions to some sort of cloud backup system. This way, if your house burns down, you still got all your files. So I know like 10 people who've had their backpack stolen that had all their work in the backpack on 1 or 2 hard drives. If you got important music and important files, you gotta have that stuff backed up in more than one location. If you have to carry all your drives in your computer in one backpack, you gotta guard that shit with your life and never let it out of your sight. The last hard drive I use is a sounds hard drive. This drive is where I put all my sound libraries, my sample packs, my loops. So anytime I buy a plugin that comes with a big sound library, the sound library gets installed here on the sounds drive. So that's my hard drive setup. The recap for you is the computer system drive is for all the software, the work drive is for all the sessions, sounds drive is for the sound libraries, and the backup drive is to back it all up. If you want to hear my music as a producer, I release electronic creative pop under Love Science Music, and I release instrumental beats under X Planter. If you want to hear my work as a mixing engineer, check out the playlist linked below. If you have ideas for topics that I can make videos about, please say so in the comments below. If you like the information and the way I present it, please like and subscribe.